Hey there, Dr. Dave here again. In today's Mindstorms tutorial, we'll be using random number blocks and timer blocks to develop some code for a reaction time experiment. Hope you enjoy. So the code we see here implements a single reaction time trial. So let's go through it piece by piece. So to begin with, we give the user a prompt to prepare themselves for the trial. Put a 2-second delay in, or fixed 2-second delay, but we also put a random additional delay in as well. So what we do is we're using the random number generator, which we can find down here. So random number generator here. We generate a random number, so numeric between 1, so that's the lower bound, and 30 being the upper bound. And then we pass this number via a wire to a simple numeric operation to divide that by 10. So essentially what we get is we get a time interval between 1 and 3 seconds divided up into increments of 0.1 of a second. And we feed that into a wait statement. Next, we're going to randomly generate a number. So again, random number down here, random number between 1 and 4. We're going to use that for our 4 different choices that we're going to present the user with. Next part we're doing is we're setting our timer. Well, we've got a timer, so if we look down here, let's see if we can find them. So our timers, we're resetting timer 1. So if you look here, we've got 8 different timers to choose from. So we're resetting that back to 0. Then we have a switch statement, which is going to be switched on numeric values, and we're going to pass the randomly generated value between 1 and 4 to this switch statement here. And then within the body of the switch statement, we've got 4 main cases corresponding to the 4 randomly generated numbers. So 1 being our default case, 2, 3, and 4. So for each case, we're going to firstly present on the display an indication which button they need to press. So for the first one, we'll look at this one here. We present an image, and if we look at the image there, we're going to present a left arrow. So to get to that, we click on that. We go to the project images. Sorry, not project images. We go to the image files, information, and in this case left. That's got to present a left arrow. And then we put a wait statement and we wait, so we change that to the brick button compare, and we wait until the left brick button has been pressed. Okay, so we've got 3 different modes there, so we can have released, pressed, and bumped. So we're after the press mode. Okay, so we can choose the different buttons, and because we've got we can actually select multiple buttons to be pressed for each case. We're just going to select one at a time. Okay, we do a very similar thing for a right arrow, so we're going to wait until the right brick button is pressed. An up arrow or forward arrow, we'll wait until the up brick button is pressed, and then finally the backward arrow. So there are 4 different cases. So these wait statements are just going to hold us there until that button or that particular event occurs. Now if we scroll across, once one of these events occurs, then we'll exit out of our choice statement, select statement, and at this stage we get a measure of the current time on our first timer, and this value is then fed into a print statement or display statement. So we display that as on the grid as a number, and finally we wait for 5 seconds.